In today's video, I have one of the best landscape photography shoots of my entire life, where we get absolutely beautiful light. But before we get into it, there's two things that I just need to mention. Today is the last day in the sale of our new photography course, Make Great Shots. There will never be a better deal than the one right now. So if you're interested in downloading the best photography course we ever made, there's a link in the description. And then the second thing that I need to mention is the winner for my Sony A7RIV camera giveaway. Now, if I pull your name out of this list at random and you don't want this camera, just be sure to reply to my email, because if you don't want it, then I'll just do another one of these random draws and pick somebody else's name. All right, so let's do this. Okay, so I've copied the list of everyone who's subscribed to the newsletter onto my clipboard, and I'm going to paste it into this randomizer here, but I'm going to blur it just for your privacy. And there we go. So now all I've got to do is click on pick one. Drum roll, please. Yeah, the excitement, it's intense. And the winner is, congratulations, Jean Borden. I'll send you an email and we can discuss the shipping. I really hope you don't live in New Zealand, because I'm not paying for it. Right, let's get into today's vlog, where I capture an absolutely blinding shot and you get to meet some cheeky mountain goats. We made a 10,000 kilometre round trip in the camper, only to end up as passengers in Blake's Jeep. I was rather relieved when we got out and hit the trail in search of some landscape photography deliciousness. So we've come down to this creek that we just managed to spot through the trees as we were driving down the highway. It's quite beautiful. I could tell that Blake was into it, but I just was not seeing the shot. Our timing was off.
Wee little jump.
Oh, you want us to just kind of jump?
Yeah, just jump over it. Just Indiana Jones.
Yeah?
I only have 60 pounds on my back. I'll be fine.
I could totally jump that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I could deal with the broken ankles of the landing. Really, for this to be a shot, I think you need to have some water volume. I think you need to have water blasting through this canyon.
Blake wanted to get a closer look, but I knew there was no shot to be had. The creeks were drying up. However, maybe if we got back in the Jeep of Doom, maybe we could just find something further downriver.
Right, we just spotted a waterfall through the trees, and we can hear it. We just got to find our way to get down to it. So, yeah, straight down there.
With each step, we got closer to the creek to reveal a beautiful waterfall. Oh yeah, have a look at this business. So Blake and I got stuck in to enjoy some glorious composition hunting.
All right, so I've been working this scene for about 15 minutes with the Hasselblad, just shooting handheld long exposures, and a nice little bit of motion blur in the waterfalls, and there's just so many photo opportunities. It's absolutely gorgeous. Blake has been shooting on a tripod with a much longer lens, so I'm shooting with a super wide, he's shooting with a telephoto. It'd be interesting to see the completely different perspectives. I might prefer one of his shots to one of mine, and vice versa, so I'll go down and see what he's got. I'm sure mine's better though, obviously. Yeah? Yeah? Let's have a look.
Go ahead.
Well, it's kind of complicated,
I think we could minimalize it
by completely recomposing it. I'm sure you've got, like, we've been 15 minutes, I'm sure you've got some other simpler stuff, right?
No, I just shot here.
That's your only composition?
This is it, man.
I know he's bullshitting. I know you've got some good ones. All right, well, I'll look at yours first, and then you look at mine, eh? How about that? All right.
Okay.
Ooh, that's nice.
Butterfly wing.
Oh.
That's not here.
Oh.
Well, when the sun came in, it kind of ruined us a little bit.
It did, yeah. And now it's buggered off, thank God. I got a bit artsy-fartsy, pretentious there. Yeah, it's quite pretentious.
I like it.
Oh.
It reminds me of the tears that I cried last night from all the hiking you made me do. I like that.
Yeah? You like that curve that kind of pulls in? You don't think there's too much dead space on this bottom right there?
No, because, well, the thing with the tighter one is we lose a little bit too much over here. But if we go too far over, then we lose that over there. But then with the wide out one, we lose...
It's just got that big empty space, yeah.
But a CPL on that might cut some of those reflections and make it look interesting.
Depends what's underneath it. It's, we might be able to see some of those orange tinges in the water, eh?
Right.
Yeah, we could try that.
Okay.
So you like that one?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's stick with that comp. We don't have to shoot it with this camera. Have you got a CPL for your 16 to 35?
Yeah.
So we'll maybe do it on your 16 to 35 then, eh?
Okay.
So I'll keep that on the camera. Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I'm a lot happier with that than his shots.
I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Amanda is basically a cat.
You keep working, love. Don't worry about us. You just relax.
So Blake got set up with his ridiculous camouflage camera, and this is what he captured. Next, we decided to go on a big hike, just behind that mountain you can see there, where things got a little bit stormy.
So we're doing our first proper high alpine hike in Montana, and already I'm knackered. How long have we been hiking now?
30 seconds.
About 30 seconds, and I'm in desperate. Did you bring that oxygen?
No,
Oh, God. Any chance of that piggyback ride?
No.
No? Yesterday was enough.
60 on me.
This is where we're headed, into this valley here. We just met some super fans of his channel, not mine, and they said it's only a half hour in, so it's actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
And the grizzly bear yesterday.
There was a grizzly bear on the trail,
With babies.
which is the worst case scenario, so hopefully we don't see her. So as you can see, we've been treated to a little bit of storm light. Look at these clouds. If I flip this round, look at those clouds over there. Very doom laden. And we just heard some thunder. This could be perfect. Unless we get electrocuted by lightning. Not so perfect, kind of lame to be honest. But what I'm hoping for is that weather shift, that transition between a blue sky sunny day and a storm, or when the storm works its way out and we go back to blue skies. So that transition, well, as you might remember from that video I did at Vermilion Lakes in Banff, absolutely fantastic rainbows. We might get that over these peaks. What do you think, mate? What are the chances?
60-40.
You stuck it in the wrong place. Oh, it looks fantastic. So we're in the rain now. It's light. It's not. I wouldn't say it's pissing down, but look at, you can see it coming down in sheets over there. I love that. What I want is that over these peaks for this composition that we're trying to get for our course. And I think there's a good likelihood. Hopefully it's not going to get too torrential though, because I don't have a waterproof. So if it does, I guess I'll just be drenched and put up with it. How are you liking this altitude?
It's great. I love it. I want to spend more time in it. A lot more.
Doesn't seem very sincere. How are you finding it, love?
Not good.
Two unhappy people, one blissfully, idiotically, stupidly happy moron.
Yeah, I could tell Blake was having the time of his life.
Blake hasn't yet embraced the minimalist approach, which I've spent years perfecting. His bag is at least 20 pounds heavier than mine. But then, you know, I'm carrying at least 50 pounds of extra man meat, so I think it's a fair trade.
Yeah, the sacrifices that we make, you know?
I'm willing to swap if you want.
So I told you, man, most people pay money for workouts. That's stupid. Put a bag on your back and climb some hills.
But this is the best exercise you can get.
It is. Functional.
And look at the view.
In terms of the light, things were getting better by the minute, but I was a little bit concerned about the lightning.
So, you see this hair standing on end? That means lightning's about to strike. Just move back a bit. There. As you moved, it stood up. Oops. It could be the wind, though. It could be the wind. Oh, lightning. No, just as I was saying it, lightning. Good job I watched social media. I learned everything from social media.
Remember when I said we might get rainbows? Yeah. Well, all I had to do is look behind me.
So unfortunately, I think we've blown it for the epic light because we're still probably a good 15-20 minutes from the best or the most classic viewpoint, and in that direction we got blue skies, which, you know, is not ideal. It's not what I was hoping for. I was wanting that star. Oh, look at that. That's what I was after.
Every landscape photographer hopes for light like this, but you only get this kind of light if you're prepared to get wet and suffer a little bit of discomfort, and maybe put up with Blake chimping in your shot.
That was quite magical.
It was.
Did you get a good shot?
No, I'm gonna take yours.
Well,
Amanda got a good shot.
it's still echoing in the valley. We're not worried about grizzly bears now, are we?
The view just kept getting better and better, and for once we'd finally arrived long before sunset. And as we hiked along the trail, we met up with our models for the evening. Now, I'm pretty sure these mountain goats are famous Instagrammers because they just kept posing for us, and they knew all of the best camera angles. They're so cute.
We've got photogasmic light rays behind us, and we need to get up the hill to get back to our spot because we came down here looking for something new. Wasn't as good. Mistakes were made. Thunder. We're heading back up, and this altitude is killing us. How's your ankle? He pulled his Achilles. Still hiking though.
It's good.
That's what I like.
Feel right in the quad.
Oh, it's a quad smasher. Let's show them this.
It was time to stop composition hunting and get the cameras in place because the stormlight was about to reach perfection.
Well, the rain caught up with us again. In the weather forecast, it did predict this weather shift, and that's why we came up here, but I thought it would only happen once. Now it's happening twice, and I'm hopeful that we're going to get rainbows again. I mean, look at this business. I just hope that we don't get hit by lightning. That would suck. Oh, look at them light rays. Oh my God. Unbelievable. I've got to get this shot.
Now, if you're wondering if I pasted the goat in from a shot that I took a couple of minutes earlier, yeah, I did. Just like everybody else does.
All right, so I would like to show you my shot, but it's pouring, and so what I'm trying to do is shoot whilst quickly covering the lens with my hand to prevent it from getting rain on it. So I kind of need both hands to actually shoot, which I also would need if I was to film the back of the camera, and it's really coming down now. But that fantastic blast of light ray, that heavenly ray of light, oh, that was fantastic. This is what I live for. This is absolutely bloody brilliant. I'm going full-blown photogasm times 5, I think, on this one.
After all of this thirst-inducing work, it was time to enjoy a mountain beverage.
This is definitely vitamin water, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
It's definitely not red wine.
No. Can't get that up here.
We're not allowed that up here, and This is a family channel, so we wouldn't have that on this channel, would we? So I'm going to have a celebratory post-photogasm vitamin water. The vitamins. It does actually taste a little bit like vitamin water.
Does it? I think it's probably, we just made our own cocktail.
I think it's called sangria. That's what you need on the top of a mountain after 2 downpours, 3 rainbows, and several photogasms. Now just watch out for the cold saw in there. It looks a bit like a cornflake.
Oh, cool.
Get it down here. Did you find it? Yeah, crunchy, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Salty.
Goes well with wine.
With vitamin water.
Oh yeah, with vitamin water. Yeah.
It's like the you have to kiss the toe. Is it that one? Is that a bar in Alaska where you drink some shot of some whiskey or something and you have to kiss the toe?
That's a rock in Ireland, isn't it?
No, there's one in Newfoundland, and I think there's one in Alaska. Yukon. That's it. It's Yukon. There's one in Yukon, and there's one in Newfoundland. One's is it a worm?
Oh, that's in
It's Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah, no, it's not that.
Tequila with the worm in it.
It's a dead toad.
It's a dead toe. It's a dead man's toe from frostbite.
Really?
Yeah, and some people, if they actually swallow the toe, they get fined $500 because they've got to get another toe. Where are they going to get that from?
That's quite the sacrifice.
But some people are happy to pay it.
Yes.
Anyway, you've just done your version of the toe, the Hardcastle Cornflake. Delicious. Protein.
Oh, the Hardcastle Cornflake.
As Blake guzzled down my toe jam. But the fun wasn't over yet, and we still had to find a composition so we could record a tutorial for our course, Make Great Shots, before the storm returned.
All right, so the pressure's on now for us to film a tutorial for our course, Make Great Shots. And unfortunately, Blake has drawn the short straw, and he's the one setting up the extremely complicated camera rig that we need to record the back of the camera, multiple mics, all that business, while I just film behind the scenes stuff like this, having fun. And the reason why the pressure's on is because we're kind of in between, do you call them weather fronts? So we've had 2 mega downpours hit us, and I think we're in between the second and the third. There's a short period, we can hear thunder, so we've maybe got 15-20 minutes before we get poured on again. And of course it takes a lot of time to set up this complicated rig. So if it pours while we've got that set up, well, I guess he's gonna have to stick it under a rain poncho and hope that it passes. So kind of stressful for Blake, fine for me.
We both got serious to knuckle down and record a tutorial. Now, if you want to see that tutorial where we show you exactly how we compose, shoot and process the image you're about to see, there's a link to Make Great Shots in the description.
So it's begun to hail quite badly, and we just managed to get that tutorial done in the brief 2 minutes we had before the hail began. Man, look at this. Look at these clouds coming in now. That is crazy. Look at the speed of that. This is unbelievable. But you know, this came in so quick, it's going to move out quick. We might get another shot here. Oh, that one hurts. It hurts!
The thing about storms is, if you're willing to put up with the discomfort, it's a gift that keeps on giving.
Oh my God, look at that.
And I had a feeling there was one more shot yet to be had.
Let's get that shot. Ah, this is fantastic. I love it.
honestly say that this was one of the best shoots of my entire life, even if it did come with flying icebergs.
Right in the eyeball. The size of that. That just whacked me in the head.
Brutal. How's it taste?
Cold.
Well, I don't know about you, mate, but that was Photogasm City.
I would agree.
A brilliant day was had by all. Not only did we film some good course content, but you got to eat a lovely cornflake from my top lip.
Brilliant.
And a few swigs of vitamin water. That was a nice touch as well. So if you enjoyed this video, please do us a favour, give it the old thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, tickle my bell, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
I just want to say a huge thank you to all of my Patreon supporters shown here. You really do make it possible for me to keep this channel going. And if anyone's interested in my monthly critique sessions on Patreon, there's a link in the description if you're interested.